What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious, and welcome to the premiere episode of Breaking Down Battlefield 3. Today, I'll be talking about the most basic mechanic in all of Battlefield 3, health and damage. I will be going over health recharge rates, how much base health you have in core and in hardcore modes, body multipliers, and any other information I can provide to you as to how much damage you will take and when you will. So the best starting point to go with in this video is to start at how much base health you have in each game mode. And by each game mode, I mean core and hardcore. In core modes, you will have 100 total base health, and in hardcore modes, you will have 60 total base health. It is only a 2/5 difference between the two of them, but it is still significant in some situations where some weapons may not be a one-hit kill in core, but may be a one-hit kill at close range in hardcore mode. Now, to go along with your base health, you have what is called a health recharge rate. Now, this is the amount of time it takes for both your health to start recharging under normal circumstances, which does not mean with a medkit, and the amount of HP you recover per second. Now, we're going to start with base health recharge rate and not talk about medkit just yet. Your base recharge rate is 5 HP per second. Now, this will take place once it starts kicking in after 14.7 seconds. Now, that is by my calculations, but it's rounded up to 15 seconds, so you can assume after 15 seconds of not taking any damage, you will start recharging health at a normal rate of 5 HP per second. Now, for a medkit, you will start right away. Once you go into the range of that medkit, you will start recharging health at a rate of 12 HP per second. Now, that is up from 10 HP per second in the last patch. So there was a 2 HP boost when the last patch came out. It's a significant increase. It takes significantly less time, and by significantly I mean about a second. And in Battlefield 3, that is a large amount of time of health recharge. So you can get your health up to 100% quicker and get right back into the action. Now, in hardcore mode, there is no need to talk about health recharge rate because there is no health recharge rate in hardcore mode. That is right, you will not regenerate any health whatsoever while using hardcore mode unless you have a medkit with you. You will not do base health recharge in hardcore without a medkit. So the significance and the importance of a medkit in hardcore mode is extremely increased because of the fact that you need it to regenerate health in hardcore mode. The numbers are exactly the same. You'll still recharge health at a rate of 12 HP per second, but you will not have a base health recharge rate without a medkit in hardcore mode. Now, just because you have the same amount of health across the board does not mean you will change the amount of health you take when getting shot by a weapon. Now, there's something called multipliers in Battlefield 3. Now I know there are a lot of you guys out there who know exactly what multipliers are, but there's some of you who do not. Multipliers are parts of the body where you'll receive more damage from a weapon than normal. So, for example, if you get shot in the head, you will take a lot more damage than getting shot in the torso or in the feet or in the arm and stuff like that. There was also a significant increase to shotgun headshot damage, which I'll be talking about a little bit later. Let's take a look at a player model in Battlefield 3, and I'll show you where all the multipliers are in this game. Alright, so here is a classic Battlefield model. It is a support class. It's general for all of the classes. Do not worry. You'll take the same amount of damage no matter what class you are taking. Now, anywhere in red, which is a headshot, you will take 2 times damage. That is double the damage you do. So let's say a weapon does 25 damage at close range. It'll be a 2-shot kill because it does 50 damage. And 100 divided by 50 is 2. That's a 2-shot kill. Now, anywhere in blue, which is the arms, torso, chest, stomach, all of that, you will do 1.0 damage to your enemy. So if a weapon does 25 damage at close range, you will do 25 damage at close range. Now, anywhere in green, which is the legs, feet, all of that, you'll be doing 0.9 times damage. Now, let's say a weapon does 25 damage at close range. You'll be doing 22.5 damage. Instead of a 4-shot kill, it'll be bumped down to a 5-shot kill to the feet, so try to avoid aiming for the legs and the feet whenever possible. Now, the shotguns have a different multiplier to the head. They will deal 2.4 times damage to the head, and the reason for this is because shotguns have a different type of ammunition. They fire in, it's called buckshot, and both buckshot and flechette rounds have pellets that are fired out of the gun. So, let's say each of these pellets is about 10 to 15 damage each. When you bump it up by 2.4 times, it'll significantly decrease the amount of shots you need to take to the head by these pellets. And the reason for that is because there's less stuff being shot out of the shotgun. So you need this 2.4 times multiplier to balance the shotguns out with the rest of the weapons in the game. Alright, now there's a few other things I want to cover before this episode ends, and one of them is about fall damage. Fall damage is extremely low since the last patch. You can fall 1 or 2 stories and not take any damage at all, or you can fall 3 or 4 stories and take a lot of damage and almost die. So be watching out for your fall damage when falling from these heights. There is no significant number as to how much damage you take. As a matter of fact, in Battlefield 3, as far as I know, angle takes a play in the amount of damage you'll take. So let's say you fall at a 90-degree angle and you hit something really, really hard, you'll take more damage than if you just fall on a flat surface. So watch out for that. And the other thing I want to talk about is Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket decreases the amount of explosive damage you take by between 10 and 20%. I'm not quite certain about this value because it changed since the last patch, but as a generalization, and in the explosive episode, I will have the right number, and I'll tell you guys exactly how much damage Flak Jacket reduces when using it against explosives. And now that is everything that I have to cover about health and damage. It's a very basic concept that you guys have to understand to be very fundamental in learning how to play Battlefield 3 at an advanced level. You need to learn how much damage you will take, when you will, and what affects how much you will overall take your damage. Those headshot and body multipliers are extremely, extremely important in understanding how to make sure you are dealing the most damage whenever, and I mean whenever possible. You have to always be aiming for headshots if you can get them, because it will decrease your time to kill significantly and make playing Battlefield 3 a lot easier, because you know exactly when your target will die and you know exactly how they will die. Headshots are important, and I cannot stress that anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of breaking down Battlefield 3. I hope you guys like all the fonts, the editing, and everything that went into this. If you guys want me to add more stuff, more visuals, concept stuff, text, whatever you want me to add, let me know in the comments section down below. It'll help me a lot in designing how the next episode will take place. Next week, I'll be covering ballistics. Now, this will be talking about zoom levels on scopes, iron sights, and all that stuff. I'll be talking about any kind of scope that is in Battlefield 3. It is a very awesome concept. I hope you guys can stick around for that episode next week. I'll be going over red dot sights, holographic sights, and any kind of sight that is in Battlefield 3. So it'll be an awesome episode. I really hope you guys come out for that one. Now, Twitter and Facebook links are down in the description. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.